It's not now and it never has been red versus blue. It has always been them versus you. It just didn't become obvious to the masses until 2020. And speaking of 2020 and that election circus, well, it's back and it's gonna get clownier than ever. But one thing is for certain, Bitcoin has already won the 2024 election. Every candidate but one is fighting to be the first US Bitcoin president. What if I told you that might have already happened? And what does this all mean for the orange coin's price? Well, I can tell you one thing. It's about time to harvest.
Party, that party. Come and have a good time with G.O.D.
Man, you know that feeling when you wake up and Bitcoin's at 70K? Oh yeah, baby, feels good. And BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF has just hit a 6-week high amid the early Bitcoin rally. This is a sign you may want to buckle up because the next leg is coming. And while Bitcoin took a little dip, what did you do? Did you sell your corn? Well, if you did, you probably sold to 52% of the nation's largest hedge funds, which are now betting on Bitcoin. Probably nothing. You know, pretty much what this says is with the introduction of the Bitcoin ETFs, all the institutions, well, they ran out of reasons to not buy Bitcoin. Just look at that list and it's just growing daily. Weekly, dominoes are falling. You might want to get on board or buy some in case it catches on or something. Speaking of catching on, the orange man just went on and said, well, Bitcoin is currency.
Sometimes we'll let people pay through Bitcoin. You know, if you think of it, it's an additional form of currency. And I used to say, you know, I want one currency. I want the dollar. I don't want people leaving the dollar. And I feel that way. But I will tell you, it has taken on a life.
That is pretty wild. And you guys did not miss the news, right? It dropped while we were at the Canadian Bitcoin conference. The major win in the Senate that has Liz Warren crying. Like Bitcoin just became unvetoable by the president because it would give him an even bigger L on his forehead right now. Not to mention all the senators that flipped to support Bitcoin. This is massive. US states are battling for Bitcoin. And then we have this pretty massive news. Here is a report from Fox Business. Trump became the country's first crypto president during his first year in office, according to the former CFTC regulator. Does the orange man like the orange coin more than we think? I don't know. Let's dive into this a bit. Recently, J. Christopher Giancarlo, former CFTC chairman, shared his perspective on how Trump's presidency played a crucial role in getting Bitcoin futures approved and paving the way for the Bitcoin ETFs. Giancarlo highlighted that the deregulatory climate under Trump significantly boosted Bitcoin's acceptance by big institutions. He emphasized that this regulatory openness directly led to the landmark approval of Bitcoin futures by the CME and CBOE in December of 2017, providing a regulated path for institutional investors to dive into Bitcoin. He also pointed out that ensuring Bitcoin was priced in US dollars was key to integrating it into the financial system. It's possible the groundwork laid during Trump's era, in Giancarlo's view, is still shaping the financial landscape, bridging TradFi and the booming world of Bitcoin. That is interesting, my friends. And then we have some more news out of the Trump camp as they are embracing Bitcoin and, unfortunately, crypto donations. But look at this. Oh, it looks like Trump's planning to build a crypto army? Let's fill this bad boy up.
I'm also getting breaking news that Elizabeth Warren is crying in her office in fetal position.
Harvest those tears. Harvest every one of those tears. I need those. I need them now.
And of course, Rustin's being metaphoric. He's not actually going to do that. But yes, that's the general gist of it.
Hey, with all this bullish action going on, well, we're talking 6- and 7-figure Bitcoin. So you want to get your Bitcoin off of exchanges. If you're new to Bitcoin, just getting started, well, we got just the guys to get you covered. Let's take a minute to recognize our sponsors. Simply Bitcoin Originals are powered by the Bitcoin Way. They bring over 25 years of cybersecurity experience. They are your IT team in the Bitcoin world. They help bridge that gap from the why Bitcoin to the how Bitcoin. And as your dedicated Bitcoin IT team, the Bitcoin Way is here to guide you from start to finish on your journey to properly self-custody your Bitcoin. From your first wallet node to advanced multi-sig security, inheritance planning, and much more, the Bitcoin Way has got you covered, and they will hold your hand and walk you through the process toward becoming a sovereign individual. And this has sent the old man Biden in panic mode as Trump and everyone is accepting Bitcoin and crypto donations. Everyone flipped on their bill to attack Bitcoin. Well, it just makes him seem old, out of touch, and kind of tyrannical. We know where this all kind of ends, but it's also kind of fun to see where it started and where it goes along the way. And it's also hilarious as we can see zero hedge right here. Biden's U-turn on cryptos because he will be begging for Bitcoin. New Joe Biden's campaign asked for donations, saying, quote, cryptocurrency executives backing Donald Trump are outraising them. Earlier today, Trump started accepting Bitcoin and crypto for campaign donations. And it looks like, well, Orange Coin just keeps winning. And regardless of red, blue, whoever the president is, Bitcoin's gonna win anyway because the total US debt has surpassed $100 trillion. Unfunded liabilities are $215 trillion alone. That amount is incomprehensible. Probably not sustainable if I take a look at that, but maybe someone will figure out, hey, I can print the cuck bucks, buy the Bitcoin, and be a dominant global power for another 1,000 years. That's right, everyone's starting to figure it out, from BRICS and the foreign nations, domestically, the South and Latin America is picking up on it in a major way. But once you know how it all ends, well, you know what you should be doing with your time.
Once you know how it all ends, the only use of time is, how do I buy more Bitcoin? Take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth, which is Bitcoin. Use all your time to acquire Bitcoin, finance entities and weaker currencies to buy Bitcoin, and then educate everybody around you. You know, if you're working for a company that's got $100 million in the treasury, you ought to convince the CEO and the board of directors to convert the treasury to Bitcoin. That's the most accretive thing you can do. That'd be worth billions to them. It's like if you were to say to me, Mike, it's the year 2000. You're in Argentina. What's the best use of your time? The best use of my time is figure out how to get all of my money converted into dollars and get it out of Argentina, because I'm going to lose 99.5% of the money if I don't. Nothing else matters.
Giga Chad absolutely nails it. And again, this is insane. In 15 years, we just went from the government's going to ban Bitcoin to the president wants Bitcoin. He needs your donations of Bitcoin, please. The president is begging you to pay him in Bitcoin, and you're still bearish? Might want to take some meds. Bitcoin now has the highest stock to flow ratio in the world with an inflation rate of just 0.84%. See ya gold. Bitcoin is the scarcest, most valuable, most desirable asset in history. You better wake up. You see that? Look at me. I am the global rules-based order now. Now, hypothetically, how bullish is this for Bitcoin? Like, say, a certain statement was made by an orange man. What would that do to Bitcoin's price? Well, I asked our fearless leader, Nico Moran, at the Canadian Bitcoin conference, and here's what he had to say.
So what happens if, say, you get the orange man over to the table and you get him to say, like, Bitcoin is going up bigly. Throw all your shit coins in the trash. We're going to the fucking moon.
Dude, the Bitcoin price is going to go to like 500K. Like,
Well,
if Trump says that, the Bitcoin price will go to $500,000.
Well,
Like,
orange man get more orange. Like, orange money good. Green money bad.
oh my God. Simply Bitcoin does not endorse these messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, you better buckle up and strap in. Things are just gonna get crazy. If you missed, we had an exclusive interview with Clint Russell recently regarding Bitcoin and politics. Be sure to check that out. And also, looks like the Omega candle is near, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means. Yeah, catch you all next time. Have a great one. Peace.
If you prefer to go down with the ship, fuck you.